So today my truck is 6 months old. Well, at least for me it is. It was delivered to my house 6 months ago today, and I've got 4,263 miles on it, which is not very much for 6 months. I still consider it a new vehicle because I haven't driven it very much. It still smells like a new vehicle, and I mean, it's only 6 months old. But I think this is like my 8th new vehicle, and I'm 47 years old. And I don't consider buying a new vehicle anything extravagant. I don't consider it something that you've got to be wealthy in order to do. I'm a middle-class guy. I don't have any extra money coming in. I'm not, I don't have some sort of trust fund or something like that. And I bought my very first new car at 19. And I've bought used vehicles before, sometimes because maybe my credit wasn't so good, and that's all I could afford. And sometimes as a toy, they didn't make it anymore, and this is what I wanted, so I bought it. Obviously, I had to buy it used. And I've tried to turn my toys into daily drivers, and that just doesn't work. That just, because your toy is the vehicle that it's fun to drive, and maybe you take it out on a trip or on a date or out cruising or something. It's the one that you're working on the garage in the garage because you want to, not because you have to. Well, when you turn into your daily driver, all that goes away. So if you have the money and the space to afford a daily driver and a toy, I absolutely recommend it. If you've earned it, why not? Do something nice for yourself. Enjoy what you have. Enjoy what you've earned. And that's just it. A new vehicle for me is something I've earned. I work hard for what I have. I don't ask anybody else to pay my bills. But I've talked to some friends that are in my age group, they're right around my age, and they've never owned a new vehicle. And they pretty much sounded adamant that they never will. They can't seem to get over the idea of that new car payment. And for me, it's not really that much money, I don't think, not in my opinion. But from somebody else's perspective, that might just be the obstacle that they're just not willing to cross. And that's fine. We all have different goals and values. The thing is, though, for me, a new vehicle equals reliability. And that's one of the most important things about a vehicle. It has to be reliable. Every time I go out there to start it, I need it to start. A new vehicle, everything on it works, and if it doesn't, it's covered under warranty. And after my new vehicle is out of its factory warranty, I have an extended warranty. I typically buy a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty on all of my new vehicles except the first one. Yeah. And it's great because, people say, well, it depreciates as soon as you take it off the lot. Yeah, but you're going to be paying on it for 5, 6, 7 years. So what's the difference? Well, the same thing with the warranty. If I'm paying on this thing, I want them to fix it. And you get a deductible on your extended warranty. And when something breaks, like at 80,000 miles, the transmission goes out. It's a $4,000 repair. You pay $50. Done. It's that simple. And I've actually had situations like that. So it's absolutely worth it to me. Now, you can buy that extended warranty right before the factory warranty runs out. The 3-year or 36,000 mile, whichever comes first, warranty runs out. And I've done that before. And you pay more to do that. But now you have that peace of mind. I always recommend buying the extended warranty when you buy the vehicle at the dealership and roll it into the payments. In my experience, you get a better deal and you just don't notice the difference. And here's the thing about making the payments and whatnot. You can put money down, but like for every $1,000 you put down, you're only going to get like $20 off a month. I've never bought a new vehicle with any money down, ever. No trade-in, no nothing. Just gone in and got the vehicle, with the exception of the times where I had to order one. I've ordered a vehicle 3 times. That is really nice. When you pick out all the options, the color you want, everything, and you get it exactly your way. And that's just it. The whole car buying experience can be a little bit of a hassle, the research you do and the test drives you take and stuff like that. But it can also be really rewarding because it's like a goal that you work for. This truck here was the only one, its color, engine, option code, trim package, the whole 9 yards in the country at the time. It was 125 miles away and they drove it up to me. I was lucky to get it when I did. The reason inventory was low is because GM had been on strike for 48 days and inventory on a lot of things was low. And then a month later, COVID hits and they shut down all the auto plants for 3 months. Who knew? I'm glad I got it when I did. But I've been wanting a truck like this for 4 years. I actually test drove one, I think back in 2016. And, it just took me a while to get around to getting it. The old truck, the 16-year-old truck that I bought brand new, ordered, and 8 weeks later had it delivered from the factory. It's 16 years old, and it's doing nothing but falling apart. I drive them till the wheels fall off of. But when it's time, I don't go get another used vehicle that I'm going to have to fix. I get a new one. So that warranty, for me, it's peace of mind. That monthly payment, it's not really that big of a deal. When I used to make more money than I do right now, still middle class, at one point I had 2 pickup truck payments going on at the same time. That's a lot of money every month, but I could afford it. And I'm willing to work hard for things like that. So when I talk about my new truck, or I talk about anything that I have that is nice, that somebody else might consider expensive or extravagant, or I'm just keeping up with the Joneses. No, I'm sharing an experience with you, saying you can have this too, you can work for this too. This is something nice. If you'd like to earn it, you can earn it. And if you've never had a new vehicle, it's a whole different experience. I talked a little bit here about, some of my experience learning buying new vehicles, what works, what doesn't work. And there's something about the feeling. It's not, hey, look at me, I'm driving around in a new vehicle. It's, hey, this is a new vehicle, and it's got all kinds of gizmos and bells and whistles, and smells like a new vehicle, drives like a new vehicle, and I've earned it. And it's kind of hard to convey that feeling. I've earned this. I've worked hard for this, and all the other things too. I don't have to give up anything in order to afford a new vehicle. So for me, it's all about the entire experience, all the way to the point where I have to, unfortunately, say goodbye to it. Whether it goes away to the junkyard because it just ain't running anymore, or whether or not I sell it and now it's somebody else's problem. Because for me, a used vehicle is just that. You just inherited somebody else's problem. If you buy something that used to be a rental car, everybody who drove that car before you drove it like they stole it. You're just asking for problems. If you buy it from a relative thinking, hey, it's my relative, that can lead to fights, because the person who bought it is going to constantly go back to the person they bought it from, the relative, and demand that they fix it, or why did you do this to it, or whatever. And it could just lead to problems. And these used car lots, are you kidding me? These people, some of the tactics they use to sell cars, I used to work at a place, we would buy them at auction. Fix them up, make them look really nice, and sell them to people who never wanted to make that new car payment. And they always walked out of there thinking they were getting a really nice car, because we'd have our detailers shine them up real nice and make them look good. You wouldn't believe the things we did to these vehicles to make them sellable. So I am not a big proponent on buying a used vehicle. And if you say, well, yeah, but the new vehicle, it could still have problems too. Yes, but once again, the whole warranty thing. I don't have to look the vehicle over before I buy it. If something's wrong, they'll fix it. The handle on the driver's door on this vehicle was cracked. I didn't notice it because it's been sitting in the driveway. I wasn't driving it. Then one day I noticed it was cracked. Took it down to the dealer. They ordered a new one, painted it to match, threw it in, didn't cost me a thing. And I gotta say, the warranty is one of the best parts of the new vehicle owning experience. So when I talk about it, I'm trying to share my experience with you. I'm trying to encourage you to do it. Maybe it just isn't in the cards for you, but I'm definitely not bragging. I'm not rubbing it in your face, and I'm not keeping up with the Joneses. Also, one more thing to consider. I work in the auto industry, guys. Why wouldn't I encourage everybody I know to buy a new car? It keeps me employed. And I think I'd be a hypocrite if I didn't buy new cars, especially cars with parts in them that are made by me and some of my friends and family in the auto industry. Buying this vehicle not only supports my job, it supports some of my relatives' pensions. It supports some of my friends' jobs. And it supports the local economy here in Southeast Michigan, because the auto industry is so heavily, involved in everything here. So for me, I guess it's just a matter of perspective. It's a matter of experience. And that payment is not even an obstacle. It's not even a thought. I don't buy something more than what I can afford, but I don't get a base model, bare bones economy car either. Those things are no fun. If you're going to be in it and you're going to be paying on it, have something nice. Enjoy it. That's the whole thing about a new car. It's yours. You're the first person to own it. Enjoy it. Be good to yourself. Earn it. Be proud. And just enjoy it. Thanks for listening.